All right, it's Monday, time for another week's worth of video follow-throughs. And we're kind of closing out our recalculating series that we've been doing, talking about God's plan and really just our lives' plans and what happens when that changes. What happens when the universe's GPS begins to recalculate and we're finding like the way that we were going and the approach that we had to a lot of things just has had to change. And so this week we're going to look at what happens when external things, the hardships of life, the disappointments, right? Other people, sometimes just out and out attacks. Like what happens to the plan when that comes at us, right? When somebody doesn't agree with what we believe, right? And they're going to call us on it and they're going to just take us down. And it might just be because of our faith. It might just be because we love Jesus and we want to serve Him. And so what do we do then? And so I want to look at Jeremiah chapter 29. These are pretty famous words. You'll probably see these a lot on t-shirts, a lot of artwork. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. Now Jeremiah says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." And just by way of background, I mean, Jeremiah is preaching to the people of Israel, and they have been taken out into exile, and they are just, I mean, can you imagine that? I mean, they wonder probably, is there any hope? Do we even have a future? And God kind of answers definitively, yes, you do. And in fact, the plan is not maybe kind of what you're thinking, because they're facing like evil, they're facing oppression and all kinds of horrible things, and He's looking, I'm going to give you a future and a hope. And if you keep going in this passage, it's really awesome, because He says that you're going to call upon me and you're going to come and pray to me, and I'm going to hear you. You're going to seek me, you're going to find me. And when you seek me with all your heart, you're going to find me. I'll be found by you. And I'm going to restore your fortunes. I'm going to gather you from all the nations and all the places where I have driven you, declares the Lord. And I will bring you back to the place from which I sent you into exile. And so God is going to make everything right. And for us, we have that same promise, I think, even on a larger scale, because it's not just to some geographical location, but it's to eternity itself. The very gift of heaven and 24/7, all the time, eternal time with God that we get when Jesus comes again to take us home. And so every day He wants that truth to be kind of our the focal point for our life, and to say, you know what, I see a lot of bad stuff in front of me. I see a lot of people maybe trying to shut me down, but I'm going to look past that. I'm going to look at the bigger picture and see that God is with me. And so today I want you to just kind of look at, what is that plan going to look like? What does that hope and that future look like for you here on earth, but also in heaven with God for eternity? All right? Have a great Monday, a great way to start off the week, and hope you have a great rest of the week as well. See you next time for another video follow through.